Ready? 180. Great.
Watch 54. Hey, man. Ready?
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
20.
Get the ball. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 31. Check. Lucky.
8.
Check your outreach. Showing it.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ready? 88.
44 is the mic. Danny. Check safety.
Ready?
Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Here's Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready?
Mike 54. Switch up. Shit. Slam.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Going to throw deep for the... And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. Grant. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Big ass.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Falcons 6.
Right to the 3.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
Great.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, Pete. Let's get off the field.
Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Great.
Watch twist.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Team showed up. Watch the safety creep. 49.
Great.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Too little, Cut. Mike's 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Here we go. 60 yards.
Hey, keep it up.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You can't block me. Check 26.
Now a give right side. It's Grant. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
54 Mike. Watch the screen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
54. Here we go, T. Here I come.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Gurley, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come.
Switch. Jack.
Gun.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 13. Check 13. No. Off. Shift. Watch that.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ready. 20.
54. Mike, 54. Hey, watch the slant. Check 3. Check 24. Check 24.
8.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. This one caught by Ridley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Jim.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And he lost lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 43. Hey, you got tight right there. Hey, wait. Kill. Hatchet. Slam.
They run. It's Gurley. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. On 1st and 10, Newton. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Right to the 3.
54. You ain't going nowhere.
Hey!
54. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Back to throw, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter with his man or his zone. Deep ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Grant. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Eagles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 10 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second and a couple, Newton, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Great.
44's the mic.
From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Check 99.
Back in it.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Switch. He's coming. We got double up.
Shit. Check four. Watch safety creeping.
20.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
We got this.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. In the set, ready?
Here we go.
Watch out.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Mike 42, check.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Stop your whining.
Great.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Operating from the gun. Newton. This complete to Jones. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Let's get it.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike 54. Get in the weight room. Check your hot feet.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Eagles.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now back to throw. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the slap. Eight.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Alert three.
Sponge. No. Eight.
Here's Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At
That's
the
it, baby.
31-yard line.
44 is the mic. 40.
Gun.
On second and 12, Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long, it's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. With it is Jackson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
They're on 45-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The setup to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Check 26, check.
Again they run with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Check. Under crunch.
They fake the give. Newton. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Gurley. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
It's going to be a long day. 20. 36.
They snap it to Newton. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Newton to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 54.
Great.
54. Here we go.
Throwing on third and long. Newton. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On fourth down, Newton. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Come on, Shaq. Come on, Henry. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got him.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able